Hey everybody, here we go with another reaction, and today we're checking out Among Us versus Fall Guys. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna do this. I wonder if they're just gonna like have them play the Fall Guys and Among Us game all in one or something. Like I don't know how this is gonna go, but hey, let's see how this let's see where this goes. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let's see what this is about.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Have they rivals yet? I have. It's very addicting. Not the Among Us music.
The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Oh my god. And that's the crazy thing between both of these games. They both came around the COVID era or whatever. Like that's when both these things came out, which is
Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
Okay,
and
so the
skills
Argus
to find out
playing
who would
the Among Us
win
and Fall
a
Guys
death
game.
battle. In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit, that's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us! But not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to
When was the last time y'all played Among Us? I didn't play it that much when like the buzz around. I think I played it when it became a mobile game on my phone. I mean, I don't know if it always was. That's where I first played. I mean, I played it a few times. It was fun. I think I would have liked it if like it had like a voice chat where I could like actually talk to people and not just text words. But yeah, I mean, it was
fix in time, even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents. The crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space, just for being kinda sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
I can kill. Ear canals.
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is! It's always the red one!
Wait, what? But it isn't me! It isn't me!
Oh, right. There's usually 2 imposters.
Dear God!
The imposters aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin'...
I don't know why that animation is so interesting. Like you knock me down and then pull out the strap and then like couldn't you just have shot me first and not punch
tongues
me?
to impale their faces. Oh God! right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but
That's
that's
the Guardians
not
of
a
the Galaxy
visor.
footage.
That is their actual fate.
Well, okay, I didn't think of that watching that Guardians of the Galaxy film. They did have like the freaking Among Us suits.
Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible,
What?
incorporeal,
Oh, yeah.
unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, cause remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets!
Okay, what is these? Okay, if anyone watches this, can someone tell me what is this animation from? Is this just like, did they make Among Us animation clips, or are these like the gameplay, or are these like the game trailers where like they just go all out for no reason?
Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT!
A number
Non-million,
so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times, which seems like overkill for the, space vampires they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over with a variety of
Okay,
other
like that.
universes.
What is that?
Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord
Oh my
Organ
gosh,
Trading
not Fortnite.
Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a
The
kleptomaniac
best
with a
game
surprisingly
series of all
wide and
time. You know what? I may just actually play this Henry Stickmin thing on the channel one day. If y'all want to see me play the Henry Stickmin franchise, just comment it down below, because I miss these games so much. I haven't played them in years, and I know they made like new ones after like what was the last one I played? The last one that I played was like the one with the helicarrier. I mean, I can't remember if that's what it was called. It was like that mission. That was the last one that I played. If y'all want me to play the whole Henry Stickmin franchise, just comment it down below and I'll play it.
wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's
They wanna play
weapons throughout
games
the ship,
eventually.
like a banana
Like
bomb,
that
a
could be a decent
teleporter,
start.
a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again. On a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together! Yeah!
Those
Ooh.
AI.
Welcome to the bright, colorful world of the Blunderdome! Natural habitat to these
That's what it's
lovable
called?
little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent
Who's gonna
skills
play
and
Fall Guys
abilities.
again? I actually
As if
have it on my
drawn by
PlayStation.
natural instinct, they hurdle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the
you.
fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a
Exactly.
ball and launch
Oh, no.
across the course. Self-preservation be
That
damned.
really
And
happened?
over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer, Digi, invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for
really
themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose. Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day,
Just for dubs,
I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Is that a Matrix
Things in the
Fall
Plunder
Guys?
Dome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava,
It's
but
getting
they always pop
massacred,
back up
good
at the
lord.
qualification stage later, completely unharmed. Somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Whoa, wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No.
Those
Maybe
aren't
the Fall
really.
Don't
Guys
say it.
Christmas
Those aren't
commercial.
actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only
Wait, so I mean, I'm guessing this thing is a suit, but I'm guessing just the color part is their skin. So these dudes would just be freeballing it during these obstacle courses. most of
arms,
the
legs,
time.
and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Let me go back. Hold on. Yo. Bro. How can you walk? Oh my god.
What's more
this is
upsetting,
so
that
weird.
skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall?
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway.
Dang, then they're like twice the height of the Among Us guys, right? Like, good
No,
lord.
thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swinging away, beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's
Enough,
actually happening
Steve.
is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the ultimate knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and
I
physical
don't know what that was. Back to the video.
bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also
Hold on, let me.
Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
Oh, okay then.
also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observer.
You know, apparently, like, humans can, like, apparently humans have the strength to pull each other's stomachs apart. Like, I've watched The Walking Dead recently. I'm on, like, season 5. And, like, how the zombies are able to rip these guys apart, limb from limb, and all that stuff. Apparently, humans can do that, like, just regularly. Like, we have the strength to do that. It's just that, obviously, like, the receptors in our head don't let us go any further to do that. I mean, obviously there are freaking psychopaths in this earth, so I'm not gonna pretend that they don't exist. But like, yeah, like that's just something crazy I found out. It's kind of scary to think about, but it's kind of somewhat refreshing knowing that even humans know, like, okay, so let's stop here. And like that, I think that just kind of, I don't know, that kind of refreshes me to know that people, not everyone, like our bodies won't allow us to go all the way to the extreme most of the time.
Observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far, he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man.
Okay, so these guys got it then.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see him fight.
Oh, it's just dark.
Wiz,
Alright,
you
let's
gotta
see who's
play
got
that
this.
mobile game with all that super just over
Anybody play Marvel Snap?
more.
I haven't played
All
it.
right, the combatants
Let's get a
are
lot of
set. We've run the
sponsors.
data through all possibilities.
Okay, so how is this gonna go
for
out?
a death battle!
It just feels like it's gonna be pure chaos. There's an imposter in them. So how does this work if they're gonna be killing themselves as well? Everyone was ejected. Oh, this point I'm just ready to have fun. Why did you grab? Okay then. Not this man doing the twerk meme. Just killed him. So this is literally just gonna be about whichever part can survive. Dang. Well, they've all been murdered. Okay, then. Okay, so now they're just going to... Oh, yeah. The knife ain't gonna do nothing. What? Oh, yeah, the gun. Dang, it's just WWE. What's happening? Oh? Yeah, he can stretch. Not the teleporter. Oh yeah, the turn the back there. Whoa, this is just killing the chaos. Oh yeah, the gun. Just kill T-Man. So bad. Bro, this is so incredibly creative and I love it. Was having an existential crisis. What the heck just happened? They just murdered this man. He's just gonna take the crown and be happy. I knew it! Now, George's Fortnite emoting. He literally did the OG, he literally did the default dance.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, Chimp Crazy.
I knew Fall Guys had to win. Ain't no way all that stuff that they just mentioned in this video was a part of their lore. These guys don't win. mean, many died in the process, but still, like,
This
they
down
had
into
to.
three categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving
Like, that
faster
gun
than light
was
to hit all
low-key
those
carrying
planets in
their
one
entire
shot.
fleet.
It's kinda out
'Cause they
there, but no
died way
Fall
too
Guy has ever
easily.
done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence? Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer among us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it, I knew that stupid robot was sus!
Sigh. So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay. Kratos. And oh my gosh, I don't know who that other guy is, but I know I'm familiar with
Subscribe and join
Asura. Okay. So this fight right here is gonna be freaking brutal. Anyway, back to these guys. That was a fun thing to watch. It was the animation and the creativity of how they were able to incorporate this fight. It was very fun to watch, but hey, I guess that was the death battle for today. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. And God bless.